stretching, but not much jogging, and not a great time to cool off. I am surprised by this. Lee Kelly will be facing, 8 to go, Bathman, who struggled under pressure in the semi-final. Has had a long time to think about over 16. Any wides or no balls will be re-bowled, and here's a man under some pressure. All they can attempt for that pressure is get 1 wicket.
Excellent shot from Kelly, a safe one. It's important to note too that only wides and no balls they want to be re-bowled will be re-bowled. If they bowl a wide or no ball to win the game, that'll be it. They won't re-bowl it.
Yeah, but let's see how the Kiwis handle it as the over progresses. 4 needed for the win, 7 balls. Here comes Bathman.
Here's Bathman.
Beats O'Brien easily. And that's the first one we've seen from Bathman that's bounced a little bit. Was the offie? It's got some bounce. And his first over by the offie didn't do much. Has got that one the first past the outside edge.
Really, really big here. If O'Brien can get off strike here, I feel Kelly will probably win it for New Zealand. But if O'Brien gets out, it'll be too much, I feel.
Funny what, though. For mine, O'Brien's more likely to hit a 7 to win it for them if he gets out. New Zealand's further back and he's got to attack to win the game. There's a better chance in this kind of situation where he's very defensive and trying to fight his way there. So, for mine, if New Zealand lose a wicket, O'Brien might be able to hit them back into it. So,
Massive, massive ball here, Bots. 5 to go, third ball.
Will New Zealand need 2 or will they need 9? They'll need 2.
Great shot from O'Brien. Second time in the game under third ball pressure, he's hit it down up to the net.
Straight in the ground, straight through the gap.
Now,
and that pirate does play cricket.
strategically now, Bots, there's 4 balls to go. New Zealand need 2 to win. If they hit a 2,
they've still got to run one more ball.
Once, but if this is a dot, it's a 3. That's perfectly Kelly. New Zealand now only have to run once more, but they do have to run once more.
Just got the funniest feeling to come down to the last ball. Will O'Brien be able to get off strike here? Or will, remember, if Bathman bowls a wide or a no ball,
that's the game.
That's the game. They won't re-bowl it, and they'll be off 3 balls.
And they'll block the last 2, Bots. So O'Brien's got to get off strike here. He can pick his time. He's got 3 balls to get off strike. He's got to make sure he doesn't take a risk.
I think O'Brien's asking for all the guys in the shirts the same colour as the ball are allowed to stand behind the bowler. He's nicked it and been dropped.
Tough chance for Fit, but
you know the worst part for Fit? The worst part for Fit is if he hadn't got a hand on that, that would have gone around the corner and they would have caught that.
Huge pressure on O'Brien though.
2 balls to go.
Has to cross. If he doesn't cross this, he's on 3rd ball.
And a very weak shot from O'Brien there. Cross bad, very tentative.
Very poor.
Play straight and stay positive.
Play straight and look to run.
Back on the bowl the offie, nothing short. There it goes. O'Brien just went to it.
New Zealand win.
O'Brien, an emotional man. You can see a little bit of emotion on that face.
Lee Kelly only has to defend this last ball, and the title is New Zealand.
Will Australia lose 2 titles for the first time in history? Will Lee Kelly at his 9th attempt become a world champion? Bathman has got to bowl the offie. He's got to bowl at the outside edge. He's got to look for the nick from Kelly.
Kelly's going to be pushing forward softly, just looking to defend it below his eyes. Very important.
Kelly doesn't want to play. It's going to be made to play and it's got to go away. Can Bathman do it? Here he comes. And Kelly wins the World Cup for New Zealand.
The World Cup for New Zealand.
The Kiwis go crazy. They're piling down the side of the courts.
Australia have lost 2 indoor cricket finals in a row. Who would have thought it? Won by 2 runs. New Zealand have beaten them by 4 runs.
The Black Caps in tears. Ian O'Brien in tears as New Zealand win their first ever Masters World, their first ever Men's World Championship. What a moment, Watto.
Amazing moment, Bots. That feels special for New Zealand indoor cricket right there, mate. That's the first time the men's team has won a title. There's been a lot of talk back home about New Zealand winning a title for the last month and a half. And they've done it. And that'll feel incredible, especially to win chasing.
The expat Australian Steve Haas coaches New Zealand to a World Championship victory. It'll be a sweet, sweet moment for him and his team.
Well, devastating for Australia. They've been very great sports here. They're graciously shaking hands. There's fighting back tears. There's a lot of them very upset.
Well, these Australians aren't used to losing. New Zealand now won a Junior World Championship last year, a Masters World Championship this year. Going into a home Men's World Championship next year, they will have some real confidence they can take this to an open men's level.
That's it, Bots, and perhaps Australia's stranglehold on indoor cricket's starting to loosen a little bit.
Wouldn't that be great for the game overall? Nothing against the Australians, but seeing some different teams win is great for the game. Well done to those Kiwis. Don't they look pretty excited? Don't drop that, Lee. Don't drop that. It's glass. Don't drop it, buddy. Lee ball can't touch it. Quite appropriate, really.
Tremendous chase under pressure from New Zealand. In the first 7 overs, they looked like they were never going to get there.
Yeah, in the end, that 7 from Daly in the 8th over, and then that third partnership from Chan and Foster really has set this victory
Look
up.
at momentum turns, Bots. That 7 from Daly really sort of changed it. And that interference call on Chan really dropped the Australians' heads. And from then on, that third partnership just took the game away. And the last partnership did just enough to get him home.
There'll be a lot of discussion about that call on Chan. Looked out on the replay. The umpire, you wonder why he went to the replay if it was interference. So there will be some discussion about that decision.
Yeah,
I thought it was right.
Very interesting to see on the replay, Bots, whether Durbin did turn into Chan or whether he stayed on that line and Chan just ran into him. But,
some very, very happy Kiwis, some very, very sad Australians.
It's hard to see people fighting back tears in devastating losses like this. All the hard work, all the blood, sweat and tears that you put in, it's very, very hard to see the raw emotion coming out.
Well, that's true, Watto. It's great to see how much it means to these guys and how hard they do try. These guys, fully professional. Cheers, mate. And these Australians will be devastated, but let's be fair, one thing we know about them, they'll be back.
To the winners go the spoils, though. Today's New Zealand's day, and how special must that be for Lee Kelly, for Ian O'Brien, and for all of the management. They'll be over the moon.
Yeah, mate, they'll be super excited. They've had a big week, and really, Lee Kelly has waited. I think he made his New Zealand debut in 1998 and, at the goal in Melbourne. It has been a long time coming for that man. 15 years later, he becomes a world champion. 15 years of hard toil.
Special feeling hitting that 3 to get them ahead and then getting to block the last ball. That'll be a special, special feeling.
Yeah, mate, he will never forget it. Had a little bit of personal tragedy recently too, so well timed for Lee Kelly and his family.
Well, congratulations again to New Zealand, and that wraps it up here.
I think they probably wrapped it up on us ages ago, Watto.
Probably, Bots. We're done.
But it's been awesome.